Shalom, family. Shalom. I'm going to talk about Chariots and Gina Maria. Gina Maria, she be catching chariots in the sky like all the time. Giant chariots. I can't catch that shit on my phone. I ain't even really tried, but she's catching pictures all the time with her iPhone. So before Google Hangouts act a fool on me, I'm gonna try to share my screen. Wait a minute. Y'all see that shit? As soon as I said it, it did it. So let's go. Gina Marie. She got all kind of shit on here about chariots. I'm talking about these things are huge. Hey, 3-dimensional, probably 50 to 100 dimensional. I don't damn know, but they show up when they want to show up, but they all on her camera.
It is 9:07 p.m. on May the 31st of 2019. And what we're looking at here is some more detail of the UFO ships that are in the sky that I took last night. I'm on my laptop in my computer room, my little office. These were the pictures that I took last night. As you can see, May the 31st, 2019 at 2:07 a.m. So that was in the wee hours of this morning. And I want to show you all the pictures. I like my laptop because the screen is more clear. Hello, Pamela. Hello. And I haven't went to my Facebook to do a live video on these pictures yet, but I wanted to come to the YouTube channel because you all haven't seen these pictures, and I'd like to go over them. As you can see, there are more clear pictures of the UFOs that are up in the sky, and they're quite interesting. And this is in no means mere clouds that we're looking at. These are, in fact, UFOs in the sky, and they layer themselves in the sky. Good evening. And I just want to see how much detail we can get out of these as possible. And that's why I like to go over these photos. You're very welcome. Good evening. This is just one segment of the photos. And I will try my best to bring out the ships, if I can, in better detail. And we have come a long way in the past few months with these ships. And I've actually seen some kind of like little brown beings. There are some beings that are in these ships. You can see all these ships right here in the sky, in the evening sky, the wee hours of the morning, early morning sky. And sometimes they look like they're different ones, and they do change their formations. And some people may ask, well, Gina, how do you get these pictures? Well, I take them with my iPhone 8 and a clip-on lens. But you can buy them off of Amazon. At one time, they were out of stock. They sold out, and that was last year, probably around 5-6 months ago, maybe even longer. They sold completely out. And I cannot guarantee you, if you do get a clip-on lens, that you'll get these same pictures. Yeah, I've heard that there are multiple reasons that these ships are here in the sky. I like the zoom-up capability here on the YouTube. I haven't really tried it that much, but it's pretty neat. And we are having an increase in trolls, and that is that's okay. That's okay. You're going to have opposition in this life, and that's quite all right. But just stand up to it. Yeah, it is awesome to see these ships, and I don't get a negative feeling from them. I really don't. Let me try to zoom out on this. Now, there was a period of time last year where we saw these ships start coming in. First, there were a little bit, and then they kept increasing and increasing until there came a whole bunch. But not as many as we are seeing this time. There is not as many as we are seeing this time in the sky. And hello to everyone who has just tuned in. I'm just going over these photos from last night. And this is a rather unique ship. It's curved, and I guess it would be very aerodynamic as it flies through the sky. Yeah, but I just think it's so neat and colorful. And I don't use any app. There is no phone app to get these pictures. Okay, I just take them. And this is in Salem, Indiana, and my camera was pointed up toward the a western sky where the sun sets. And if you go on my Facebook page and you try to find the exit data off of this photo right here, you will not get the exit data off of here because this is a screenshot. That was the only way I could like blow these pictures up, enlarge them enough to see the details on them. You're very welcome, Jared G. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are seeing these in the sky, but it's just amazing. And let me tell you this is a lot more clearer than, we're just going to go to that right now. If I can type that in. I'm going to turn this around. If I can type this in, Navy pilots. You all hold on with me right now. Navy pilots. And they're UFOs. UFO. Let's see what it brings up. Yeah, this is, we're going to go to the images. This is, our photos are a lot clearer than this. This is the only image they give us of the UFOs that they have encountered. This is it. And this is what we've got. We've got this. So when you have these trolls coming on your Facebook page like I do and others, and they say these pictures are not clear, give me more proof. And then you have the news coming out with these pictures. You can't even make out what type this is. I find it very interesting how they've literally blacked it out, because I know that they could have added detail on those cameras on those planes. I can assure you that they pick up great detail, and they didn't want us to see. But these pictures that we're getting right here is a whole lot clearer than this one that came out that was shared with the world. And, you know, if you've got any questions, feel free to comment in the comment section. And I'll try to answer them if I see it. I really do. I really want to try to provide as much detail that I can of these ships so we can see what we can see, even in the small areas like that. Just look down in here. I wonder what this is down in here. Because there's so much going on in the sky. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up so we can get this information out there to generate it, so more people can become aware of what is happening in the skies above us, because some people are not aware, some people are not looking, and they really do need to start looking. I mean, you can continue to live your life, but you should be aware that something is happening right above our heads. These look...
I'm going to start taking pictures with my phone and see what I come up with. I mean, dang, if it's showing up like that, like I said, some people, the Most High probably blessed this Gentile sister with the vision of the chariots. You know?
Quite interesting. And hello to everyone who's just tuning in. No, I'm not, Carmen, I'm not scared that they will try to keep me quiet. They would have shut me down a long, long time ago. I would have been shut down a long time ago, I'm telling you right now. But I have not been shut down. I do believe that we will be seeing these photos as long as we are meant to see them. And when the day comes and we're not meant to see them anymore, then something will happen and we will not be seeing them. But this is a lot of detail in these pictures. I wish my big monitor was a flat screen. Well, it is flat. I wish it didn't have as many, whatever it has in it. But this is a completely smooth, the laptop screen is completely smooth. And I hope this is all right for you all to be viewing this like that. I'm not showing myself in here because I've just got this pointed at the computer because it's about these UFO ships that are in the sky. You know what I really would like? When I got the full picture and I'm able to zoom up, I think, man, I wish there was a way, if I was that tech savvy, to hook up a wire from my iPhone into this YouTube and let you all see as I zoom up on every single area of the picture. That would be pretty sweet and pretty nice. It was dark. It's dark out at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the stars were in the sky, so the sky is very dark when this image was taken. But there is oftentimes too, I've taken pictures many times when the sky was gray and no moon, no sun was shining. Of course, it's not going to shine if it's in the daytime. The moon isn't. But even at night, when the moon is not shining, I just take this picture, and my flash does go off. But here's something strange, and I have not been able to replicate it. I don't know how this happens, but it does. When I have my lens on and I have my flash turned on, it's really strange. I go to take the picture, and all of a sudden, my camera's flashlight comes on at that exact moment, and then it doesn't come on again. And I've tried to replicate it, but I cannot replicate it for the life of me. And that's how these pictures appear. It's like a flash, maybe a flash. This flash is like a signal being sent. I wanted to zoom up on this.
My bad. My bad.
I think we can see some markings right here. Can you see them? I know it's not super, super clear, but it has some kind of definition to it. This UFO ship does. Yeah, I'm not scared. Yeah, it is. And you know, as I'm looking at this, I have photographed this image right here, this ship. I think this particular ship has showed up in one of my photos as I pulled off on the Henryville exit. There was a great big old ship in the sky, and it was rainbow-like, and it had these exact markings on it. I wonder if I can go to my Facebook page, if I can open up another Facebook page and go to those pictures and find that picture, because I'd like to show you that. And I'm sorry, you're just going to have to watch me navigate. You're going to have to, well, I'm not supposed to be right here. You're going to have to watch me navigate to get to my pictures of these ships. So you just hold on one moment, because I really do want to find that picture. And I may have to zoom back a little bit to get to them. Let me do this right here. I might as well let you all watch this. I hope you do not mind, but this is a live video, and these are the pictures that I have taken. It's a whole database. If you have Facebook, you would have access to all these pictures because they are public, and you are free to share them as long as you do not do it in a derogatory manner, because that is not sharing in good faith, no matter what you say about it. You can see all these pictures right here, and I probably won't be able to see the comments because I'm scrolling through these pictures. to try to find that one in Henryville. And it could be a ways back. I wasn't prepared, but you know, I just zoomed up on that, and I found that quite interesting. And yeah. Oh, these right here were codes that showed up on my phone. Those symbols right here that you're looking at right now. They showed up on my phone. It was like a Morse code or something. I didn't share that on the YouTube, but these symbols showed up. I was taking a picture of my herbs and the screen turned green, and these were the symbols that were on my phone, all on one screen. There were rows of them. Okay, I'm probably not even going to be able to get to it in time because I'm sitting here scrolling through these pictures, but we're getting to them. You just hold on. I think we're getting pretty close. We're getting mighty, mighty close to these pictures. Well, you can see, even if, I know you've seen these right here, the ship in the sky, right here. These are undeniable. They're like ships in the sky. But I want to get to that one that looks just like, with this signature on it, right here. And I have taken a picture of it. I just can't find it. I know this isn't how it's supposed to work, but this is how I'm doing it. And I hope you're just patient with me as we look for it. And it was not too long. Here we go, right here. I have found it. Boom. Well, let's click into it. Right here. It has these markings on it right here. This is the ship in the sky in Henryville. Okay. And this kind of looks like it too. Right here, you see the ship right here that has showed up in the photos. These are humongous. These are humongous. And if I've got a picture that matches this from the direct sky, I'm going to share it, and I know what I've taken. So we see these symbols right here in the ship, and here it is in the sky, and this is over Henryville, Indiana. Just look how big that ship is. I pulled over that day and took that picture. This is the sign that says 65 north to Indianapolis. You can't see the sign, but this is the ship. The same ship. We've got some more evidence. The same ship as what we're seeing in these photos right here. I'm going to see what happens if I hit this back button. Will it take us back to all those pictures? I want to show all that complete picture because it does tie in this picture right here. These ships are literally, they layer themselves in the sky, and you can see, yes, you can see the rainbow signature down here on these ships, the same colors, and it goes all the way across the sky right here, and it's the same ships. So we've got a direct correlation when we zoom up on these. And let's just go back a tad bit, and we can see they may look small right here, but they're not small, I promise you. They are enormous. They are enormous. And a good afternoon, good evening. If you're just tuning in, I was just remembered that I took a picture when we zoomed up. I took a picture on the off-ramp of Henryville, Indiana. We can see the rainbow-like colors, and it is the exact same rainbow-like colors that lined the sky. This was the eastern sky right here that we're looking at in Henryville, Indiana, of the ships. And they are humongous. Right here you can see, absolutely humongous. This was another part of it.
All right, fam, hold on 1 second. She have tons of videos of these things, man. I mean, there was one. Maybe it was this one. See? Hold on, let's go to this one.
Okay, I just went outside and I took a picture of the sky. This is one small segment of the picture. The sky is literally loaded. It is loaded with these ships. I don't think we've ever seen so many of these ships. And I did not want to set and keep the photo to myself until I worked all the pictures. I wanted to share at least one picture to let you know that the sky is literally loaded now with these ships. We have not seen so many ships like this since months ago, but now they're up there. They are there, and I've only included one picture. It looks like they're coming out of a black hole right here, but I've got to work the rest of the photo, and I'm not exaggerating. There are so many ships. So many ships. This is a fragment. This is a teeny tiny fragment of them. Good evening. I will have to work those photos to show you all the ships in the picture, but I was shocked. I was shocked to see all those in there myself. So, and they're different colors, different color ships. It's just one photo, just one little side part of the photo. But you can see all of them, all of these ships, and you can see there's like rainbow-like colors on some of them. But I'm gonna work the rest of the photo. But I did want to get on here to let you know that we got a lot of ships, a whole lot of ships in the sky right now, and here's something going on. Yeah, there's something going on. Yeah, you can see. I'm trying to get over here to my page. If you haven't seen this photo, there's all different types of those ships, and they're coming. I guess they're coming out of this portal. But you'll get a better detail once I show you the rest of the pictures. Yeah. So that's something to be looking for. That looks like a bluish green ship right here. Yeah. Yeah, Mary Lou. There's a lot of them. So I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to look the rest of the photo and start working the pictures and sharing them. Hello. Yeah. So you just be looking for those pictures. Yeah, you just be looking for those pictures. It's 10:55. I probably should sit and do them before I go to bed. I'm not too sleepy right now. Now I'm a little bit awake, but I'm gonna work those pictures. This is ships, Louisiana. There's so many ships. There's more ships now than there was the last time. That we had a lot of.
Look at all this film. Look at the shape of them. Look at that. A damn Facebook notification. I don't take this shit off. Anyway,
The ships. So yeah, so if you're just tuning in, we've got lots of ships coming in, and hello Polytemporal, I'm going to get off of here and work the rest of the photo so I can share it with you all. Yeah, that is really interesting. Never seen this many before.
oh my God. People are horrible. Hold on one second.
UFOs have been the stuff of conspiracy theorists for decades, often mocked for talking about it, but maybe they shouldn't be mocked. Commander David Fravor spent 18 years as a naval aviator or pilot. In 2004, he had an unforgettable encounter with an aircraft he said was defying the laws of physics. Former Commander Fravor joins us tonight. Thanks all for coming on tonight. Tell us what you saw.
Well, we had launched on a routine training mission. When we joined up, we were told that the event was going to be canceled and that we have real-world tasking, and we were sent out to the west. Now, take in mind that this has taken place about 100 miles southwest of San Diego, between San Diego and Ensenada, Mexico.
Yeah.
On a clear, perfect day, blue waters.
Look at this. Look at this devil, man. Just look at him. He's so focused, you know. You know this shit true. That's why he's so damn focused.
We get out to the spot where they tell us it's at. We start looking around, and both airplanes see a disturbance in the water and a white 40-foot long tic-tac shaped object just hovering above the water, going forward, back, left, right. There's no rotor wash, there's no wings, nothing. So as we drive around in a clockwise flow, we get to about the 9 o'clock position, and I said, well, I'm going to go down and check it out, and the other jet is going to stay high. So as we go down, when we get to the 12 o'clock position, it starts to mirror us. So it's in a clockwise flow, and it's on the opposite side of the circle from us. And we continue this. It's in a climb. We're in a descent. We're getting a great look at it. This whole thing takes about probably up to 5 minutes from the time we show up. I get over to the 8 o'clock position. It's at about the 2 o'clock position, and I decide I'm going to go and see what it is, and it's about 2,000 feet below me. And I cut across the circle, and as I get within about a half mile of it, it rapidly accelerates to the south in about 2 seconds and disappears.
What would you estimate the speed?
Oh, well above supersonic. It like a bullet out of a gun, it took off.
So from what you know about aerodynamics, mechanics, physics, should this be possible, what you saw?
Not with the technology that we have today. Not at all.
Even now, even 13 years later, is there anything that you know of capable of this kind of behavior?
No, there's nothing I know of. I mean, when we saw the video with the IR, it has no exhaust, no discernible things of anything form of propulsion. And this thing came from a dead hover over the water, just kind of moving around, to a climb up to about 12,000 feet to rapidly accelerating away in a climb. And in less than 2 seconds, it was gone. And you figure you're talking 50 miles of visibility, and you can easily see an object that size easily out to 10 miles, and it just disappeared in seconds.
What would be the effects on a human pilot of the G-forces involved in that altitude change?
Well, the altitude would be bad. It would be the acceleration of the object.
Right.
Honestly, I wanted to fly it.
Yeah,
but, I bet. Talking to some physicists, they don't think the human body could handle that kind of force with that acceleration.
It doesn't sound like the human body could. So bottom line, what do you think this was?
I believe, as do the other folks that were on the flight, that when we visually saw it, that it was something not from this world.
When presumably you expressed that belief to your superiors, what did they say?
Well, actually, we caught a lot of grief getting back to the boat. He's
so focused. See, this dude right here, he talks shit, but he knows. This is why he amused too. He's very fascinated with it.
And it got passed off as an event that no one could explain. Now, keep in mind, they had been tracking these for 2 weeks prior to us seeing it, and this was the first time that manned airplanes had been airborne when the objects appeared.
This feels like a really big story to me. It's not exactly clear why Vladimir Putin's more interesting than this. I think this seems like a big deal. And Commander, I appreciate you taking the time to talk to.
You see what he said? His inner being, if you have one, he'd rather be at home watching stuff like this. UFOs, giants and stuff, Some a lot of more interesting stuff than watching shit like Empire and the other damn shit that we watch on TV. So his true nature came out of what he really interested in came to light.
To us about it. You seem sober and believable, and I appreciate it.
Thank you very much,
He seemed believable. He seemed believable, right?
How to make money online exactly how I do, but I'm going to be giving this money away to attendees of this limited time training. Big education companies don't want me revealing this information to you.
Come on, man. Guys, beating around the bush. Bishop Cabrera got so many damn videos, man. I'm trying to find the Navy. She had one about the Navy, UFOs. Damn, all these 3 days ago. She be putting this stuff out like crazy, man. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know, it's not often that I do a UFO story, but this came out on several different outlets. One was the Washington Post, and this one is the New York Post, and dated May 27, 2019. It came out on History, History Channel. And you can see right there, it came out May 20th, 2019. All right, so these 5 UFO traits seen by Navy fighters defy explanation. And this came out on New York Magazine, so it came out on several outlets, as you can see, So New York Post, Navy pilots spotted UFOs flying at hypersonic speed, report. May 27th, 2019. So it's been coming out on different social media sites. But let's get into this. I just found it a bit interesting. Navy pilots were seeing UFOs on an almost daily basis in 2014 and 2015. And guess where they saw it on a daily basis, y'all? Over the East Coast. UFOs were appearing over the East Coast of the US every day between 2014 and 2015. Every single day. The unidentified flight.
Act now for an early bird sale. How much would you pay to spend the day with Tony Robbins, Dane and John D?
Not one damn day.
Objects, so with an S, so it was multiple, look like white Tic Tacs or spinning tops flying against the wind, and Navy pilots keep reporting their presence over U.S. airspace. In interviews with the New York Times, 5 more pilots have come forward describing their experiences with UFOs flying off the seaboard from Virginia to Florida between 2014 and 2015. So they were spotting these UFOs over the East Coast every single day between Virginia and Florida. One 10-year veteran, Lieutenant Ryan Graves, claimed that he saw UFOs almost daily and that the objects could reach hypersonic speeds and heights of up to 30,000 feet without any visible engines or plumes of infrared exhaust. Graves, who reported his experience to the Pentagon and Congress, said that,
I wonder, well, you can only imagine, but how they can go that fast without the engine? God. I mean, you wonder if they moving with their minds. I don't know.
These things would be out there all day. So they weren't something that just appeared in a millisecond. These objects would be over the East Coast between Virginia and Florida all day long. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, and these things would be out there all day, and that with the speeds we observe, 12 hours in the air is 11 hours longer than we'd expect. In late 2014, a pilot of a Super Hornet reported a near collision with a UFO when an object which looked like a sphere encasing a cube zipped between two fighter jets flying around 100 feet apart from each other. Another pilot, Lieutenant Danny Atcoin, could identify a flying object's present on his radar, missile system, and infrared camera, but was not able to actually see it in his helmet camera. I knew I had it. I knew it was not a false hit, Acoin said, but still, I could not pick it up visually. So he picked it up on some devices, but on the camera that he had on his helmet, he was not able to pick the object up on at all.
Damn. Listen to that now. What are you saying?
At all.
Come on.
I had it. I knew it was not a false hit, Acoin said, but still, I could not pick it up visually. So he picked it up on some devices, but on the camera that he had on his helmet, he was not able to pick the object up on at all. You know, it's amazing that they didn't say anything, and this was happening every single day between 2014 and 2015, and they never said nothing until now. Yeah, I forgot these, you know, public panic and all that stuff, but this is so deep. As the Times report, pilot sightings of UFOs have increased since their 1980s era radar was upgraded to a more advanced system, as one fighter jet after another got the new radar. Pilots began picking up the objects, but ignoring what they thought were false radar tracks. So they were seeing it initially. After they upgraded in the 80s, they thought they were seeing things. They didn't think it was real. Wow. What fascinated Lieutenant Graves about his interaction with the objects, with their ability to stop rapidly, turn instantly, and
So I called my mom from the Grasshopper app. She had no idea who I was at first. She's like, "Hello, who is this?" I'm like, "Mom, it's me. I'm calling you from my business line." She thought it sounded so.
Immediately accelerate to hypersonic speeds, maneuvers that would burden human pilots with unbearable G-forces. Speed doesn't kill you, Graves said. Stopping does, or acceleration. So, you know, nothing that the U.S. bill can even do something.
I'm gonna say this right here. You know how you in Disney World or Six Flags, and you going down a roller coaster, and it's going so fast and it's jaking you. You know, just imagine with those pilots saying, "Yeah, you can accelerate, you can go fast, but when you take off fast, it's gonna knock your breath out." if you turn quick like that, it's damn near might snap your neck. So our bodies ain't equipped for that shit.
Like that. They can't do that. Because the sightings occurred in airspace designated for fighter jet training, the pilots concurred that the objects were not classified or commercial drones operating in the area. Still, none of the five, nor the Defense Department, would speculate as to the object's extraterrestrial nature. We're here to do a job with excellence, not make up myths, said Lieutenant Acoin. Wow. Do you know, I remember when Bill Clinton came into office and he said he was going to release information on UFOs, and he was talked out of doing it, and then he backed off of it. But when he first initially went into office, he said he was going to do this. And I remember it. It was a long time ago. Some of you that have been around for a while, you might remember this too. And then all of a sudden, it just never happened, and he never spoke about it again. You know, they talked him out of doing it. You know, this is so fascinating, especially when you correlate it with the Bible, and the Bible talks about the chariots coming. You know, and look at the time that this is happening in. Just look at the time frame. You know, we're about to approach the end of the 400 years. And yeah, we can't be the only ones out here. The universe is huge. We definitely can't be the only ones out here. You know, for those able to look past the daily chaos of the Trump administration, the last few years have been something of a quite golden age for UFO enthusiasts, hoping to prove the validity of their interests. First, there was the Pentagon 2017 admission of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, a short-lived 22 million scrap of the defense budget that would investigate reports of unexplained aerial phenomena. Then in November 2018, scientists from the Harvard-Smithsonian Center of Astrophysics proposed a long-shot hypothesis about the cigar shape of Yuma, I guess, which passed through the solar system in 2017. Oh, it's an asteroid. I know what they're talking about. Okay. That's an asteroid that passes through the solar system. In fact, they showed it a couple of times. It's like a long, brown, you know, looking cigar. It does look like a cigar when you look at it. I know what they're talking about. It was a solar sail gathering energy from the sun to accelerate through our galaxy neighborhood. The technology isn't all that complicated, as humans have already developed it. In April, the Navy announced it is updating and formalizing the process by which pilots report UFO sightings as a means to
Hey, how's it going? If you're looking to grow a real online business that doesn't involve MLM, doesn't involve e-com, it doesn't involve affiliate marketing, but it's a real business you can be proud of, then I want to share something really cool with you. So I grew what I call a lead generation business extremely quickly, okay? And what we do in our business is we help businesses all over the world generate leads and inquiries so they can turn them into customers, patients, or clients, okay? Why I love this is because there are over 500,000 new businesses being formed in the USA alone every single month, okay? So it's not going to get saturated. You're not fighting with other
Get the hell out of
offering
here.
the exact same thing like we do in other.
Damn it.
stigmatize the sharing of information and treat the reports with a more data-driven approach. Oh, okay. Luis Elizondo, a former senior intelligence officer, told the Washington Post that it was the single greatest decision the Navy has made in decades. So they're going to be more forthcoming with this information, which is very interesting, because I'm going to be on the lookout since this is coming directly from the Navy. Very interesting. At this rate, the President's Space Force might actually have something to do. And I bet you, because remember he said there's going to be a space military, ladies and gentlemen, and I did it back in the day, video on it. I bet you this has everything to do with it. They're spotting those chariots up there. Back in the day, ladies and gentlemen, in my early 20s, I actually dated a pilot that flew for FedEx. And this guy used to tell me he would see things up there all the time, but they were not allowed to talk about it. They would actually sign contracts saying they could not talk about what they saw up there. But he would tell me all kinds of stories about things he would see up there when he would be flying for FedEx. And he told me one day he was flying to deliver mail to a different state. And he said it was this almost a bus size UFO flying side by side with him up there. And he said he just looked over and watched it, and he said it kept up with him for like 10 minutes. And then it just jetted off real fast. He said at speeds that FedEx plane could never go in. He could never go in those same kind of speeds, that the thing just jetted away. And he told me about another time when two of them zipped past him, and he said they looked like round, bright UFOs, and they just zipped right past him in the opposite direction. But he said he saw things up there all the time, but they don't permit airline pilots to just come publicly and talk about that kind of stuff. And I thought it was interesting. We've been hearing these kind of stories forever now. And if you've been around for a while, these stories have always been around. Always. I mean, my mother told me stories of things that she would see in the sky growing up. She would every now and then see some things that look weird flying around in the sky. Everybody, you can find.
Hold on 1 second. Call of Duty. That shit do look real. I want to look at it, but not with you guys. I'll look at this shit later.
People that have these stories, or they'll see those orbs up in the sky. I've seen the orbs before. In fact, I've seen them several times throughout my life. But I just find it interesting that the Navy is coming out with these stories, and they're coming out in multiple newspapers, which is astonishing. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen, about these stories. I would pull the one up for the Washington Post. That one's out there too, but it keeps trying to get me to subscribe, and I don't want to subscribe. That's the only reason why I'm not showing you that one, but you could probably pull that one up on your own. I think they also published it like around May 20 something, and so you can go out there and try to pull that one yourself. I'm not paying them any subscription. But please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe.
I mean, fam, hold on 1 second. Wait a minute. Wait. I thought it was missing. Forgive me, fam. This is about UFOs, but my computer's slowing down. Anyway, these couple got killed in Dominican. And my computer is very. It's fine, don't get me wrong, but you know, a white woman was attacked in Dominican too. I don't know what's going on with the people going out of town getting attacked and getting killed, but I think Esau have amped up his hate for Jacob. So stay your black ass at home, unless you're going to Africa somewhere. You know, we'd rather go to the Dominican Republic than Jamaica, I guess. I take my chances in Jamaica, shit. So let's go to this. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. I don't know what is it the New York Post site? Good God. Man, anyway. Forget this site. All right. Go to this shit. All right now, buddy. Okay. Computer is acting slow. These 5 UFO traits seen by Navy fighters defy explanation. Called the 5 observables by a former Pentagon investigator. They include hypersonic speed, erratic movement, and ability to fly without wings. You damn right. Shit. They come from the heavens. If I ain't mistaken, hell, they come from the chariots of the Most High. It was Ezekiel saw. Hell, you damn Edomites ain't that damn clever to make this. You know, a UFO has earned its unidentified status when the cockpit transcripts from elite Navy fighter jets include this frantic pilot exclamation. Holy shit. What is that? Woo, boy, no joke. When Luis Elizondo ran a small team at the U.S. Department of Defense investigating military-based reports of unidentified area phenomenon, he heard numerous such accounts by some of the most highly trained aeronautic experts in the military. They describe objects that appear to be intelligently controlled, possessing aerodynamic capabilities that far surpass any currently known aircraft technology. Hold on one second. All right. Everything stopped working, huh? Are you guys working still? I hope so, because this is not. What was that? Yeah, computer gonna go. We're gonna take a break, family. And on that note, I just want to go with you guys. Check out Lisa Cabrero. Join her channel. She's a great teacher of the Most High. She's a daughter of Zion, and she's a teacher of the Hebrews. If you need more insight on the judgment on America, Join Lisa Cabrero and the True Royal family. And Lashida, I think it's Rashida. Hold on. Lisa Cabrero, join her. You guys still there because Google Hangouts ain't hitting no shit. So they'll knock me off the damn curve. Join her channel, Lisa Cabrero. Then join. Lisa Cabrero got a ton of damn videos. Good God. Let me see. The True Royal family. I'm talking about this sister. Ain't talking about no damn. Ain't talking about this old wrinkled Edomite. Yo, as ain't it? You about as royal that white lady you just seen. I'm not talking about it. Hold on one second. This right here, the royal family. You see this England? You about as royal as a damn toilet full of unnecessary waste. Damn it. Your old wrinkled and turkey neck. Oh, bitch. Go back. They eating mice, then they just living on top of the damn world, man. Now, follow her too. You talk about all the coons and the judgments up here. She talk about how these Edomites pull out guns. Look at her droopy ass, you know. Yeah, all these. She talk about all the judgment. So join her. Chariots family and Lashida. No, look, this is Lashida. Hold on a second. Lashida. Yeah, I'm surprised. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not. She got here to talk. Because it's not about UFOs. It's about join her too. Right? She's great.
And the greatest hip-hop artist of the 21st century, as voted by a BET panel, Slim Shady, Eminem.
Yeah, Eminem is a cracker. He's a Edomite. He's a cave dwelling white boy. Better. How is he better? Shit, hell. But then I ISO Megan's records. He can't rap with a damn. Anybody can put some words together if you say it fast. Hip hop is about soul, man. It's about soul. If you ain't got no soul, then sit your ass down. I'll give a damn how fast you rap and what type of words you put together. But we talking about a whole different story. So join these sisters, man. The Seed of Israel, Big Judah, Rap the News. Stephen Darby, especially Stephen Darby, and Pastor Omar, Pastor Reggie, Israel News. Little pointers, man. On that note, this Israel, Wake Up Israel News, Chris Judah. See you next time. Shalom.